soft drinks weren't invented as junk food. They were invented as medicine, sold in pharmacies, prescribed for health. But today, that same medicine has turned into one of the most addictive drinks in the world. How did soda go from cure to craving? Let's find out. In the late 1700s, long before Coca-Cola or Pepsi, scientists were fascinated by one thing: bubbles. Carbonated water was seen as a miracle. Doctors believed it could cure stomach problems, reduce fevers, even treat scurvy. It wasn't just refreshing, it was thought to be medicine in liquid form. By the 1800s, pharmacists began mixing this miracle water with syrups and herbs to make it taste better. And that's where soda was born. Imagine walking into a pharmacy in 1850. Instead of rows of pills, you'd see a long marble counter with brass taps, serving fizzy tonics. People didn't go there for antibiotics. They went for a sweet, bubbly glass of medicine. Soda fountains became the centerpiece of American pharmacies, a place to socialize, get treated, and sip on the latest healing concoction. But those concoctions weren't just sugar water. Early colas had wild ingredients: cola nuts for caffeine, exotic herbs, even coca leaves, the raw source of cocaine. Back then, nobody blinked. Cocaine wasn't illegal yet, and doctors believed it was a legitimate treatment for fatigue, headaches, even depression. That brings us to Atlanta in 1886. A pharmacist named John Pemberton, who had been injured in the Civil War and developed a morphine addiction, was searching for a cure for his own pain. What he came up with was a syrup made of coca leaves, cola nut extract, sugar, and alcohol. He called it Coca-Cola. His goal wasn't to invent a junk drink, it was to invent a medicine. Something you could prescribe, something you could trust. Within a few years, Coca-Cola exploded in popularity. People swore by it. Ads claimed it could heal headaches, soothe nerves, and boost energy. And yes, part of that boost came from the cocaine inside. Imagine being told by your doctor to take a few glasses of cocaine-laced soda every day. Sounds insane now, but at the time, it was cutting-edge science. And Coca-Cola wasn't alone. Dozens of competitors emerged.
Have a Pepsi-Cola, the light refreshment.
By the early 1900s, soft drinks weren't just beverages. They were marketed as cures for nearly everything. Parents gave them to kids, doctors sold them in their own shops, and nobody saw soda as a threat. It was medicine in a glass. But medicine was evolving. By the early 1900s, stricter regulations began cracking down on snake oil cures. People started questioning whether soda was really helping or just giving a sugar high. In 1904, Coca-Cola quietly removed cocaine from its formula, but kept the name. By 1914, the Food and Drug Administration made it illegal to market soda as medicine. The great healing drink was stripped of its health halo. That's when soda companies made a genius move. If they couldn't sell it as medicine, they'd sell it as fun, as culture, as happiness. Coca-Cola reinvented itself as the drink of good times. Instead of pharmacies, it moved into diners, movie theaters, and baseball stadiums. The cure became a lifestyle, and that lifestyle was addictive, literally. By the 1920s and 30s, sugar had become cheaper and sodas grew sweeter. That sweetness wasn't just taste, it was chemistry. Sugar triggers dopamine in your brain, the same pleasure pathway that responds to gambling, social media, or drugs. Add caffeine, which stimulates alertness, and you've got a perfect storm. A drink designed to hook you. Think about it. Have you ever craved a Coke even when you weren't thirsty? That's not random. That's brain chemistry. That's your body asking for its next hit of sugar and caffeine. By the 1940s, soda wasn't medicine anymore. It was America's favorite vice. And the companies selling it knew exactly what they were doing. Coca-Cola didn't just sell soda. It sold identity. Ads taught people that Coke was happiness in a bottle.
Coca-Cola Classic is always the one at the movie.
During World War II, Coca-Cola sent millions of bottles overseas to soldiers, cementing itself as the patriotic drink. After the war, it followed American soldiers into Europe, Asia, and beyond. The medicine from a small pharmacy in Atlanta had become a global empire. But Coke wasn't alone. Pepsi was hot on its heels.
Pepsi Cola is up to date.
In the 1980s, the Cola Wars broke out. Both companies fought tooth and nail for dominance. Coca-Cola panicked and launched New Coke, a reformulation that completely backfired. People hated it, protested against it. Within months, Coke had to bring back the original recipe. That disaster only made people more loyal to Coca-Cola, proving just how emotionally tied we are to our drinks. Behind the marketing wars, something else was happening. Consumption was skyrocketing. By the 1990s, the average American was drinking nearly 50 gallons of soda a year. Schools had vending machines. Fast food chains pushed giant refillable cups. Soda wasn't just a treat, it was a daily habit. But with that habit came a cost. Doctors started noticing rising rates of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Studies linked sugary drinks directly to health problems. For the first time, people began asking, is soda dangerous? Some researchers even argued that soda should be regulated like cigarettes, with warning labels. But the soda industry fought back with lobbying, advertising, and PR campaigns designed to downplay the risks. And here's a chilling thought. If soda had been invented today, with our knowledge of sugar addiction and health risks, would it even be legal? Probably not. But because it was born in pharmacies more than a century ago, it got a free pass into our culture. The addiction didn't stop at soda. In the 2000s, energy drinks burst onto the scene, taking the formula of sugar plus caffeine and turning it into a monster, literally. Drinks like Red Bull, Monster, and Rockstar promised extreme energy. But behind the flashy cans, it was the same old formula: sugar spikes, caffeine jolts, dopamine hits. The next generation wasn't just hooked on soda anymore. They were hooked on even stronger stimulants. Today, the soda industry is facing backlash. Countries around the world have introduced sugar taxes. And yet, soda companies keep finding ways to adapt. Diet sodas, zero sugar alternatives, flavored waters, energy drink spin-offs. The formulas keep changing, but the addiction cycle stays the same. So what's the lesson? What started as medicine became marketing. What was once healing became habit. And today, soda is no longer curing us. It's consuming us. The next time you take a sip, remember, you're not just drinking sugar and caffeine. You're drinking history. A history of pharmacies, cocaine, war, marketing, and addiction. All in one fizzy bottle. Do you think sodas should come with a health warning, just like cigarettes? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.